Hello, 219 Tiger here, and today I'm going to be talking about the aftermath and in recent events. I had a friend take his life, and it's affected everybody really hard. And I know a lot of people never think about what happens after the event, and a lot of them people who are plotting to take their life do not think about the effect that it may have on others, whether or not it's going to affect them. And I know for a lot of people out there, they feel nobody would care, nobody would cry over them, nobody would miss them. But you'd be surprised. There is somebody out there that does care, and I'm sure your family cares. Now, me, I haven't always had the greatest relationship with my parents, but I know they'd be upset if something happened to me. My sisters would be upset if something happened to me. So, I mean, and I'm sure, I have a few friends on Instagram that would be upset if something happened to me. It is a struggle. I struggle with depression every day. I deal with it. It's an everyday battle. It's a war. A lot of people don't understand that. It's something that you can't control. It's pretty much, a chemical imbalance. And yeah, there's medication, but medication doesn't always solve everything. I hate to say it, antidepressants, it just kind of eases the edge. It doesn't really fully solve the issue. And there's some people that are honestly against taking medication, and I completely understand that. I'm not a big medication person. I hate medication, and I've never liked medication. I think a lot of people, it's easy for you to say no. It's not easy, because I've stated time and time again, I am a survivor of a person that has tried to take their life 15 different times in several different ways, and I'm lucky in some ways to still be here. And I know, and the thing is, I know a lot of you don't want to deal with the pain. It's too hard dealing with the pain, and I get that. Trust me when I tell you, I understand, and I get that. But here's the thing: taking a permanent solution to a temporary problem is not the way to go. And a lot of people make rash decisions when they're upset and not thinking clearly. And I know about them ugly little voices in your head that are telling you you're worthless, or you're this, or you're that, or you're never amount to anything. I deal with it every day. I have them same voices that I struggle with every day. Nobody cares about you. Nobody loves you. Nobody would miss you if you were gone. You're not worth anything. You fail at everything. And I've had a lot of big failures in my life. Sometimes it feels like it's one hit after another. And I've had failed relationships. I've failed at school. It's a lot of other things. And then it's watching some of the people around you either walk out and leave because they don't want to deal with it, or because they're not patient enough and they don't understand, or there's that they die. I've had friends die of cancer. I've had friends die in auto accidents. I've had friends take their own lives. And I know for a lot of people out there, the aftermath of the blame. Why didn't we see this coming? And I've gone through this too with friends that have taken their life. Why didn't I see the signs? I could have did more. I could have said something to them. And that's not going to really solve anything, because sometimes it's hard. See, here's the thing. There's some people that it's easy to paint on a smile and pretend that you're okay and make everybody think that there's nothing wrong. You're okay. And I'm good at that. Masking that, oh, how are you doing today? I'm good. I'm fine. You know what I mean? And when I'm real internally, I'm like, yeah, I really don't want to be here. And there's times where I have isolated myself. I spend 99% of the time by myself. Just me and socks. Now, is that by choice? Yes and no. And because I have trust issues. I don't trust a lot of people. And because I've been burnt by a lot of people. And I mean, and that's why I kind of don't, want that toxicity around me. If you're somebody that is thinking about taking your life, here's some things you need to look at. How is it going to affect the people that are in your life? Like your parents, your siblings, hell, even animals. How is it going to affect your friends? Because there are cases out there. There's this 15-year-old girl that took her life, and then about a month later, her older sister took her life. And because this mother lost her 2 daughters to suicide, her mother took her life. And it became a domino effect. And yes, it does happen. And do I think suicide is selfish? No. And yes. I mean, and there's a lot of people, well, it's such a selfish. And a lot of them people, I think, don't understand. You don't know what somebody's going through. You don't know their everyday struggles. You never know anybody's everyday struggle. And the problem is, this society, we don't ask. We don't talk about mental illness like we should. Ever. And there's always these stigmatas here in the States, like, I constantly see commercials for antidepressants and talk to your doctor about, you know what I mean? And honestly, I think you should talk to your doctor, quite honestly, if you are somebody who is struggling really bad. Yes, there is medication out there, but there's also other things, yoga, breathing exercises, getting yourself involved in things, I think is something that helps. Finding something that you enjoy. And despite them voices, what they're telling you, keep going. And I get that, well, Jason, why don't you just get happy? Cheer up. You're always down. And to them, you think I like being depressed? You think I like being sad all the time? Do you think I like being sad sometimes for no reason and not knowing why? No, I don't. And it's not easy. And it's cost me friendships. It's cost me relationships. And I think the worst thing you could do, and if you're dating somebody who's battling depression, the worst thing you could tell somebody is you're too broken for you to be loved. Everybody deserves love. And I get it's rough, but they need your support more than anything. And that's the whole thing. If you're not somebody that's good with humans, get an animal. Animals have been known to help. Do yoga classes. I try to find, like me, like if I get depressed and I'm feeling down, I'll get on some video games. I'll play like The Sims or Forza. Something to take my mind off of what's going on. It does help sometimes. Other times it doesn't. But before you think about taking your life, do realize there are people out there that do care about you. And don't make that decision when you're upset, because it's very easy to make a permanent statement to a temporary problem. And I know some problems seem bigger than others, but they're temporary. Death is permanent. There is no coming back. There is no reset button. There is no, I'm going to check out for a little bit and then come back when things get better. There isn't. And that's reality. And it does affect other people. And that's one of the biggest things people don't talk about, I think, is what happens afterwards. The aftermath. How it affects your family members. Because I know some people, but after I die, they'll just move on and go on with life. They'll mourn a little bit and then they'll carry on with life. Not always. Because they have to live with that. They have to live with you not being there. You don't. You're dead. And that's as blunt as I can put it. And I know that sounds mean, but I'm being honest. I'm an honest person. And I've had to learn some things. Because trust me, them times that I tried to take my life, and I was stopped. That's what made me realize that, I got lucky people cared enough to actually stop me. But what I didn't at that time think about is how would it affect the people around me. Until friends sat down and told me, do you not know how bad that would hurt me if something happened to you? And I live with several people that have taken their life. I've had people extremely close to me take their lives. And it still affects me to this day. Because I wish they were still here. I wish I could still talk to them. Still laugh with them. And they were all decent, loving, caring, sweet people. And I know some people use the line, I'm not meant for this world. I don't belong here. Yeah, you do. You're here for a reason. It's you finding that reason. And I know it's easy. Because like I said, I struggle with depression every day. I struggle with whether or not I still want to be here every day. And it takes one person in your life to make you realize that it could devastate them. And it could have an effect. And there are certain people that have helped me because of that. Because I stop and think about, if I take my life, how is that going to affect them? What kind of negativity is that going to impact on their life? If you're somebody who is battling depression, please reach out for help. Call the suicide hotline if need be. There's always somebody out there that you can talk to. You can talk to me. My comment section is a safe haven. With this, I'm going to end this video. Until my next video, guys. I'll see you guys really soon. And please, live. Stay strong. Stay lucid. And remember, I love you. And until next video, guys, I'll see you guys really soon. Mwah!